and facts. Go ahead.
So a couple of facts. I'm American, I'm Jewish, my family lives in Israel. I just lived in Israel for the last 4 months. I got back 2 weeks ago.
You dodged the bullet there.
Literally. So what I think everyone who's never been to Israel and to Palestine don't really understand, you don't really understand until you go to the territories around the West Bank and around Gaza and you're close up and you see the wall, and when you see the surveillance, and when you see cameras pointed towards the settlers, just a couple, and then you see thousands of cameras pointed towards the West Bank and to Palestinians, and those cameras are pointed into their homes, like not just the streets, not the public areas, straight into their homes, into their backyards, on their rooftops. I mean, until you see it, and you see that there are, on the checkpoints, there are autonomous weapons loaded and ready to shoot someone based on video footage, and that those autonomous weapons are pointed on one side. Like, I don't think people understand what occupation means. And I don't understand because I haven't lived it. I have only looked at it from a distance. But what I can imagine is if you're a child and you're growing up knowing that the country that you live in hates you and that they are willing to kill you, having never met you in their life based on just a video image, that the facial recognition and the surveillance and the high degree of technology and spyware that they have guarantees that they could pick off Hamas members one by one without ever blanket bombing Palestine. There's no way that this level of intelligence that Israel has doesn't dictate that what they're doing is a massacre and it's genocide. And that the occupation is inhumane, and that it's not based in religion, it's not based in who was there first, and it's not based in a tit for tat. It's white supremacy, and it's dictatorship, and it's power and control and humiliation of a people who have nothing to do with the hostages taken and the people who were brutally murdered. Because yes, that is horrible. Those are my friends. Like, those are people I know. Like, I still have a family member who's missing, and we're giving DNA, trying to figure out where they are. We don't know if they're dead or alive. But then also I have Palestinian friends who don't have water, who have for years and years now lost loved ones and children and have given birth at checkpoints, and who have been humiliated and dehumanized under an occupation and an apartheid, that if you are a child who grows up in that, why would you not fight for your dignity or stand up for your freaking rights? And if it's about who was there first, then America needs to take a good long look at the reservations that we put all these things Americans into, and the poverty that they live under. If it's this land belongs to whoever was here first, then we have a big reckoning to do.
People as well, a lot of anger, not just at Israel, also the U.S., also Western media, a lot of people who feel that their voices aren't being heard, their stories aren't being covered. Take a listen to what one woman told us.
If you heard me, if you really heard me, you would quit your channel. Just like your ambassador, I don't know who did. Some humanity. The U.S. gave the okay for Israel. Carte blanche to kill all those Palestinians. This massacre, we were sleeping here today. We listened to the bombs. I, in my grown age, was scared. Imagine children, imagine babies. Will you even air it? Will you edit it? Okay,
Tell me your name.
My name is Rahma Zina. I'm an Egyptian.
Okay. Da'ma. Tell me why you're here today.
I am here today because of a multitude of things. First, the unfair occupation that's lasted for 70 plus years, and the fact that Gaza has been dubbed an open-air prison with Palestinians, no access to water, no access to be able to move in or out, not able to maneuver. We have family here, Palestinian family, who have their Palestinian families there. They're not even able, the ease of maneuvering. You go to holidays, it's easy for you. It's not that easy for them. Life is so difficult. It's against human rights. Israel has breached human rights time and time again, and it seems that it is above of international law. We are here to speak the truth because Western channels have been aiding in the dehumanization of Arabs. You say 100, when I say the word Muhammad, how does that make you feel? You immediately flinch because that's what's been happening. So now, when 1,000 plus Palestinian babies die, you don't feel the same. You don't feel the same as when I tell you one of your own has died. But these are our own. And it is unfair, and Egypt will stand with Palestine. I know Israeli politics, and they try and divide us, and they try and make it seem like we are weak. But let me tell you something, we are not weak. And we stand with the Palestinians, and we stand with the Arabs. And they try and change the narrative because you own the narrative, see? This is our problem. You own the narrative. You own the United Nations. You own Hollywood. You own all these mouthpieces. Where are our voices? Our voices need to be heard as well. We've been watching your channels, and instead of mourning our dead, instead of mourning these Palestinian children, we've been having to deal with more dehumanization of Arabs. We've been having to deal with more ridiculous rhetoric to the extent that one Arab came and just had a farcical interview because there's no more logic. There's no more logic in debating with you. You don't listen. It's like you have, Israel has a fact book. Israel has a fact book. It's honest. Anything is honest. The Palestinians are animals and they need to die. And this is what's been happening. Get our voices across. Fair coverage.
Fox News is Zionist news. Corporate Zionist news. You're full of shit. That's what you are.
I just want to ask you,
do
you care about the babies that were beheaded?
No, they were never beheaded. That was a made-up story. It's not true. It's bullshit. Show me the fucking pictures now. Show me the pictures. You're a lying full of shit. You're full of shit. You and Fox 5 News is full of shit.
Do you think that what happened this weekend is okay?
It is okay because it's international law. Resolution 242 says when an occupying force has the right to come in, when they occupy your country, you have a right, any means necessary, to defend your country with violence.